Morning. Switch on the captions now. It will help you see the words more clearly in this lesson, how it is actually spelt. Why do we say knives and not knives? Why babies but not babies? Why tomatoes but not tomatoes? So, in this lesson, we look at the words where the spelling changes between one thing and many things. And as always, there are no rules and no long lists, only patterns, stories, and rhythms. That is how English becomes natural. Many words just add S, like book, books, bag, bags, car, cars. But some words change their ending, and that is today's story. When a word ends with F, we often change the F to VES. So knife become knives, leaf become leaves, wolf becomes wolves, shelf, shelves. When a word ends in Y, we change Y to IES. So baby, babies, city, cities, story, stories. And when a word ends in O, we often add OES. Tomato, tomatoes. Potato, potatoes. So let's listen to how these words sound inside real stories. First story is one thing only. I'm in the kitchen preparing dinner. On the table, there is one knife for cutting. On the shelf, I see one potato and one tomato ready to cook. Outside the window, one leaf falls from the tree. While I wait, I read one story in the newspaper about a city. Perhaps it's Brisbane. In the next room, my younger sister's baby is crying. He's 6 months old. Now, the second story, more than one thing. Soon, my family arrives home. On the table there, we now have three knives ready for cooking. Two shelves over there are full of potatoes and tomatoes. Outside, the leaves are covering the garden path. The newspaper is heavy with stories from different cities, not just Brisbane. My older sister also comes in. She has two babies. They are twins, and both are crying for milk. And now the third story, when we mix the two together, one thing and many things. I cut one potato, but my mother cooks three potatoes. I take one tomato, but my father, he's bringing in four tomatoes. I pick one leaf, but the wind blows many leaves across the yard. I tell one short story, but my brother tells two long stories. The newspaper writes about one city today, but also many cities around the world. My younger sister tries to calm one baby, but my older sister is busy with two babies, her twins, at the same time. So here are the clear patterns again. F becomes VES, knife, knives, leaf, leaves, wolf, wolves, shelf, shelves. And Y becomes IES, baby, babies, city, cities, story, stories. O becomes OES, tomato, tomatoes, potato, potatoes. But not all words follow the same change. For example, photo is not photos with an ES, it's just photos with an S. And roof becomes roofs, not changing to a F, to a VES, but just adding an S. That is why we learn through patterns and examples, not just long lists of every word. If you like this way of learning, no rules, no lists, just patterns, just stories, everyday stories, and clear rhythms, then subscribe. This is one more lesson in Easy Grammar series. Each video gives you another real English pattern with useful words and practical examples. On this channel, you will also find speaking practice, everyday vocabulary, and stories from real life. So stay with me, follow the series, and together we will make grammar easier step by step, pattern by pattern, rhythm by rhythm. So click the link above to watch the next lesson.